guys, happy Thursday. I've got Ivy May here. I want to change her. I love her in this purple wool outfit, but I want to try another outfit on her. Who knows, I may end up not liking the new outfit on her. But it's these wool, short kind of bloomer type pants with the little bows with the rosebuds. With a little sweater with the bows. And a little beret type hat. And then I got some white booties. So I'm going to try that on her. I like her in wool, so she's just so cute. While I'm changing her, I thought I would discuss a little bit with you guys about the doll show that happened. I know you've probably seen plenty of videos up about it because it was not what it was supposed to be at all. So I'm going to talk about it a bit from the vendor's perspective of it. And honestly, for the price the vendors had to pay, it really was not worth it for us to be there because they did not sell enough tickets and they did not advertise enough to have enough traffic at the show to even sell enough tickets at the door for us to even come close to breaking even for being at the show. So it was a huge loss for the vendors. And it was also a loss for people who had been there and bought the tickets because events that were supposed to happen never happened. It was supposed to be a special doll kit reveal that never happened. They announced that there was some event that was supposed to happen on Friday, that the event was to be announced. No event happened. I'm sure you all know the baby shower was moved from 11 a.m. on Sunday to 9 a.m. Saturday, which was very upsetting to a lot of people because they'd bought tickets and some couldn't come because of the time change. And I couldn't even stay at the shower because I had to get to my booth for 10 o'clock. So I didn't even get to eat. There was issues where they didn't want the vendors eating or drinking at our tables and whatnot, but there was no breaks for us to go and eat. So it was made very difficult for all of us. It was just not organized well. And, you know, a lot of people I know, people are blaming other people like class coordinators and stuff. And it had nothing to do with them. They were perfectly innocent in all of this. They were just doing what they were told to do by the people running the show. And they also got ripped off in a big way. And that is not at all fair. It was just a lot that went down that shouldn't have went down, and it was very, very frustrating. I personally lost a lot of money to be there. But you know, my friends, like I had all my friends there. We had a good time, and that's what made it worth it. You know, if it hadn't been for that, oh my God, I probably would have been in tears along with some other people that were in tears because it was just, they needed more help, obviously, and money collected for certain events needed to have been put aside for those events or have those events prepaid for so that they didn't need to be canceled. I have no idea where the money for those events ended up going, But it should have all been prepaid for and prearranged so that none of it had to be canceled or moved. That is just my thought on that. Like, I mean, if you're collecting $95 a ticket for a dinner, the money should have been put aside and that dinner should have been prearranged and prepaid for with that money that was collected. Not just have it disappear and or put somewhere else, and then half an hour before the dinner's supposed to take place say, I'm sorry, it's canceled, and nobody gets a refund, but we'll make it up to you somehow. There's no making that up to people, you know. They've paid for this dinner that didn't happen, and now they're going to go out and pay more money to get dinner somewhere else because you have canceled the dinner. That was not fair. There was just a lot of little things that led to just the downfall of the show in general. So, like, I don't want to bully anybody. I'm not going to put anybody down because, yes, it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. And I know people did what they could to make the show a success. There was just things that weren't done like they should have been done, that's all. So, that's just my opinion from a vendor's side of it, because I know how it was for me. Like, because I got a room, you know, I had my table, I lost a lot of money to be there. So, having it bomb the way it did, it was actually just devastating. Like, it's a lot. And I feel bad for everyone that, I mean, we had one vendor, she left crying. She left in tears because she had sold a few babies in her room. So they were going to ban her friends that she had sold to. So she ended up leaving crying, and that's not right. I mean, I sold babies in my room. You know, you paid for the room. You have every right to do what you can want to do in your room. And most of these babies, as like mine, as with hers, were pre-sold. Like, they were pre-arranged pickups before the show started. So, you know, it's not like we're like, hey, we're having a sale in our room, come on up and get babies. That's not how it was at all. These were pre-arranged sales. But apparently they didn't like that, and they were going to ban people who did that. I also had babies dropped off to me that I had ordered, that I had to pay for in my room. They didn't like that either. And, well, I'm sorry, these people are coming to the show. Why would I pay shipping on babies when the person with the babies is coming to the show anyway? And the reason she brought them to my room is because she's not going to carry them around a show and try to locate me. I mean, those boxes were heavy. So, you know, we all had our things going on. They didn't want us having meetups in our rooms. They said you could be banned if you have a meetup in your room. We don't want that happening. But you know what? I paid for my room, and if I wanted friends in my room, I was going to have them in my room, regardless of what they thought. I wasn't breaking any hotel rules. I wasn't breaking any IAC rules. Well, these, according to them, were their rules. But you know what? It's my private room. They have no control over what I do in my room. So, you know, it was just a whole bunch of crazy little silly things like that that just led to it all just bombing the way it did. And it's sad. I mean, I wanted it to go well. Everyone wanted it to go well. You know, a big show for Canada. And I hope that there will be a big show for Canada eventually, hopefully soon, that will be a success. You know, the other thing they could have done was, you know, offer some kind of incentive to vendors to bring more vendors into the show. I mean, there was like 8 vendors. That was it. And it was supposed to be this huge show. So there was really nothing there for people. People were paying all this money. And, you know, they're leaving that show on the first day, and they're texting their friends, and they're like, don't waste the money. Don't come out. Don't spend the $15 at the door, because you're not going to get your money's worth at the show. So people just didn't come. They needed to offer incentives to get more vendors into that show. You know, something to fill the place and make it worth people's while to be there. But that is just my thoughts, you know, and I hope that in the future there will be a good doll show, a nice big doll show like Rose here, or even just a big doll show. You know, we have the London Doll and Teddy Bear show twice a year, which is awesome. Great show. But, you know, we would hoped for a big show where we could do the baby shower and get-togethers and dinners and, you know, have a lot of fun. We had hoped for that, and we wanted it to work, but it didn't. You know, I'm not going to hold anything against anybody. I just think if they're going to do this again, they really need to look at all the issues that happened and fix them so that the next show will be a success. But that's my thoughts. I hope nobody minds me giving my thoughts on the matter. And here's little Miss Ivy in the outfit. She looks just adorable. She looks so cute. Look at her. Alrighty, guys. I know I've rambled on forever here, and I'm sorry about that. Hope you liked seeing Ivy today. And I hope you all have a fantastic Thursday. Loads of love, guys. Take care. Bye for now.